You know that friend who always cancels plans? Tired again. Maybe next time. Yeah, they're not avoiding you. They're protecting something. If you're someone who genuinely feels better staying at home than going out, this is going to hit close. Stay until the end, because the last truth explains why people like this often see things others completely miss. Here's what most people get wrong. They think staying home means you're lazy, unmotivated, antisocial. But that's not what's happening. You're not avoiding life. You're avoiding unnecessary friction. Notice this. You don't dislike people. You dislike how most interactions feel. Forced, predictable, draining. Quick example. You go out with a group, you smile, you talk, you play along, but the entire time, a part of you is waiting to leave. And the moment you get home, your body relaxes instantly. Read that again. That shift from tension to relief, that's not random. That's your nervous system telling you something important. Your energy works differently. Some people gain energy from being around others. You don't. Every interaction, even a good one, takes something from you. Not because you're weak, because you process more. More tone, more emotion, more subtle signals most people ignore. So while others feel stimulated, you feel overstimulated. And home? That's where your system resets. That's where your mind finally slows down. Think about that. Home isn't where you escape life. It's where your brain recovers from it. You notice what others don't. This part is subtle. You don't just hear words. You read everything behind them. The slight hesitation, the forced enthusiasm, the energy that doesn't match what's being said. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. So being around people isn't just social for you. It's analytical. You're constantly picking up patterns. Who's genuine? Who's performing? Who only shows up when they need something? That level of awareness is exhausting. So staying home isn't isolation. It's relief from constant interpretation. Quick example, someone says, "We should hang out soon." Most people take it at face value. You don't. You already know if they mean it or not. You prefer depth over constant interaction. This is where people misunderstand you. You don't want more conversations. You want better ones, real ones. Conversations that actually go somewhere, that feel honest, that feel grounded. But most interactions don't reach that level. So instead of forcing connection, you become selective. Notice this. You'd rather be alone than feel disconnected in a room full of people. That's not antisocial. That's self-awareness. Midway reminder. Subscribe to Brain Catalyst for Psychology. That helps you decode people. Home gives you control most people overlook. Outside, you adapt. At home, you decide. The noise, the pace, the energy around you. No pressure to respond instantly. No need to adjust your personality. No subtle social expectations. And that creates something powerful, stability. Because when your environment is stable, your thoughts become clearer. This is why your best ideas don't come in chaos. They come in silence, late at night, early in the morning, in moments where no one is demanding anything from you. Read that again. Clarity needs space. And you've learned how to create that space. Your inner world is more developed than most. Here's something people don't expect. You're not bored at home. You're engaged internally, thinking, reflecting, replaying interactions, understanding patterns. While others need constant stimulation, you generate your own. That's why silence doesn't feel empty to you. It feels full, full of thoughts, full of clarity, full of perspective. Think about that. Most people avoid silence because it forces them to face themselves. You choose it. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Not everyone who stays home is doing it for the same reason. For some, it's peace. For others, it's protection. Because being around people means being seen. And being seen comes with risk, judgment, misinterpretation, rejection. So home becomes more than comfort. It becomes control over exposure. And control feels safe. Notice this. Peace and avoidance feel identical at first. That's what makes it dangerous. Because one expands your life, the other quietly shrinks it. And most people never question which one they're experiencing. So if you love staying at home, don't just say, "I like my space." Ask something deeper. Does this give me energy? Or does it protect me from something I don't want to face? Because if it's giving you clarity, you're aligned. But if it's helping you avoid discomfort, you're stuck in a pattern. And patterns don't break on their own. They repeat quietly until you notice them. That's the difference. People think you're missing out, but the truth is, you're just choosing differently. The real question is, are you choosing consciously or just choosing what feels safe? Tell me in the comments. Do you stay home because it recharges you or because it protects you?